Making sure we are good to go. Thank you guys for joining. We are live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all simultaneously going live. Hey, Uppercuts 909, thanks for joining. Hey, today you can see we're back. We're back to demonstration mode. Let me know if you can hear me. How's that sound? Does that sound good? Are we all set? All right, our Hennies, hey, thanks for joining. Hey, today I'm going to be going over a bunch of things, answering your questions, whatever questions you might have. And yeah, man, so let's do it. Let's get into it. Is it low? Is it low? I can pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All right, let me bring my audio up, making sure that's good. Don't want to peak it, right? But should definitely lift it up. I can lift it up. All right. Let me know how that sounds. How's that sound? How's that? Is that better? All right, guys. So what we're doing today, I'm going to be on my phone here. I'm going to be working with the Sharper Image Barbershop app today. Thank you, Al Henny. So there's a lot going on. I know you guys have seen. We've been doing some promos. Was watching Tariq's live earlier. So we've been doing some promo stuff like this. Just trying to show you guys that we are doing some promo stuff because we know everybody's getting back to work. And so you need to let people know what it is that's going on, getting your marketing done. So we do have these where people can... where you're basically saying, hey, download my app, the Professional Cuts, right? So we've been doing some of these. Let us know if you need any of that. We are going to be putting together these digital graphics for you guys. And, yeah, so we do, video content like this stuff. So we do a lot of different promotional stuff. So today, what I'm going to be talking about is how can you get an app done for your barbershop or hair salon. I do need that. Uppercuts 909. Absolutely. We got you, bro. We got you, bro. Just DM us, and we'll try to send you over a form. And we're trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do it. We have figured out some of the story stuff, but we're trying to get some of this going. Like, we've created them for several people at a time. We're trying to get some of that going. Okay, so let me get it. Hey, Angel, how you doing? You see Angel's on there. So let's move on. Let's move on to today's little lesson situation. So what I'm going to be doing today is, so we're going back to work. I know I was talking with Tyreek. He said his barbershop is opening up pretty soon. And he's opening up on the 29th. So with that being said, what we're working on communication. We want to make sure that the individuals who can communicate who have the app can be communicated to. Like, we can, you want to be able to send them out notifications. Thousands of people have Tyreek's app, and we want to make sure that all of them are aware of what's going on. So let me show you how we can do some of that. So because Sharper Image Barbershop has been around for a while, I actually have this different look here. What I have here, and it's fairly small, is the back office for the Sharper Image Barbershop app. So when you go to efexxaopps.com and you log in, this is what you see. So if I go to the dashboard section over here, let me show you guys something real quick. Here goes Tyreek's different apps that he has. What I can do here is I'm going to change the date. So right around here where the date is, you guys see that? It's going to give you a time of the last week. The owner wants to go with Vagaro. Can be integrated in your own app. Yes, Concise the Barber, we can put Vagaro in your app. All right? It's not the best look, but we can do it. So let me go ahead. What I'm going to do is, this is going from the last week, from 6/09/2020 to 6/16/2020. So it's only going for the last week. Obviously, the shop has been closed. There haven't been a lot of conversation about it. But what I can do is simply click on from here, and I can go back from 2020. This app has been on this platform, let's say 2017, and I'll just choose a random date. What that's going to do is going to go back the last 3 years and say that's about the lifetime of the app. This will give me a real idea of how many downloads of the app there is. So now that I've changed the from, let's go ahead and hit filter metrics. That's this blue button here. And what that's going to do is going to say, okay, I'm going to give you all the stats and statistics for basically the life of the app. All right. So there you go. Now it loaded. Now it's giving me a different idea. So as you can see, let me bring this up with the Tyreek Jackson app is here as well. But as you can see, the Sharper Image Barbershop app has 4,400 downloads. Okay, now that's the life of the app, right? In the last 3 years, or it actually, you can see, I've said 3 years, but it actually started around 2018. Okay, is when we moved to this platform. So since 2018 to now, which is about 2 years, they've gotten 4,400 downloads of their app. Okay, and also almost 250,000 visits to the app. So that's what this is. It's saying top visits to the app. All right, so this is giving you an idea. Now, if we were to take that and let me put this side by side for you guys. You got Sharper Image Barbershop top install. So that means how many people have downloaded the Sharper Image Barbershop app. Now, Tyreek does have an Instagram for, let me bring up the Instagram for Sharper Image Barbershop. So this is the Sharper Image Barbers. As you can see, the amount of followers they have, we can kind of put that. So they have 3,400 followers on Instagram, yet they have 4,400 installs of their app. So that means there's actually more people who have their app than follow them on Instagram. And that's huge, right? Because people who are following them on, these 3,400 people who are following them on Instagram, they're probably also following a whole bunch of other people, right? But the people who have this app, they know that they got this app specifically for their barber at their shop, okay? So this is extremely important because what we want to do is we want to be able to communicate with those 4,400 people, right? We want to be able to send a notification to those 4,400 people who have the Sharper Image Barbershop app. They've downloaded it in the past several years. They've downloaded it and they have it in their phone. They haven't looked at it in about 2-3 months, right? Because the shop has been closed. But now they're about to open back up. So here goes. Obviously, they would want to post on their Instagram. We're not going to not do that. It's okay. We can still post on the gram to let people know that we're opening up. But again, we do have even more people who have the app installed. So we're going to send out a notification to them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how we send out that notification. So this phone that you see right here, this is going to be the customer's phone. Okay. The customer has the Eagles app on their phone. They have the Sharper Image Barbershop app. So this is what the customer sees on their phone. As we gave it a little bit different layout. You can see some of the let me see, make sure I'm not peeking here. All right, so you can see, you know, the different barbers here, right? And so we can swipe through those, and then down here I'm going to hit one of my favorite parts. Yep. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in here. I can see all the barbers. So before we send out this notification, I want to make sure that the time, Tyreek, I spoke to him this morning, he said, look, we're going to open up on the 29th. So we want to start getting people to book appointments for the 29th. All right. So we did that change this morning. So when I go to book with Josh right now, I'm going to just double check this. If I go to book a $25 haircut that takes 45 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and click that. And as you can see, the only available times we've gone into Acuity, the only available time that's there is the 30th. Okay? So we can't start booking with him until the 30th, right? This is important because I want to make sure that this is ready to go before I send out the notification, so that the customer doesn't get this alert and then immediately go into the app and make sure, and then they book a sooner appointment because they do need that haircut, right? Again, we're going to send this out to 4,400 people right now. So this, again, this is the customer facing app. They got their loyalty card that they can get a stamp on. They have several different features that they can go with. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you another look. Now, this black phone that you're seeing, this black phone is going to be, let's say, the owner of the app's phone. Tyreek's phone, right? Tyreek is the owner of the app. He owns Sharper Image Barbershop. This is his version of the app. The one on the left is the owner of the app. The one on the right is the customer app. They look the same. So the owner of the app, literally all they had to do is launch their own app on their phone. So they're going to launch the Sharper Image Barbershop. And this is a new feature. We've been updating everyone's app so they can get this latest information. We want them to know that, hey, this is a new feature that you can take advantage of. So, excuse me, as the owner of the app, they can come right on here, and they're looking for the app manager. Now, this person on the black phone right here, they're already logged in as the admin of the app. So now I'm going to come here, and we have a feature called the app manager. You see that right there at the bottom of these buttons? It says app manager. Now, as the owner, what he can do is he can come into app manager, and he's the only one who has access to this section. Okay, if you look on the right, this guy on the right, he goes and he hits it. When he goes to the app manager, he gets access denied because he's the customer, right? Not the admin of the app. So again, let's look at that again. He goes in here, he can see messages, but when he hits app manager, boom, he gets access denied. He doesn't have access. The only one that has access is the one on the left, which has access to the notifications. So now let's go in here and send out a push notification. So as the owner of the app, all he's going to do is launch the app. Now this is something we can make sure you guys set up. This is going to be super simple. We try to simplify things for you guys as much as we can. So what the owner is going to do is, now I'm going to take this phone on the right and I'm going to lock the screen. Okay. So we can see this notification come up. All right. Let's bring up that lock screen. All right. So there goes the lock screen, right? Now the one on the left, let's go ahead and jump into that one full screen. So the one on the left here, we're going to launch the Sharper Image Barbershop app. He's going to find his app manager in his app. And he's already logged in. He already has access. And there he goes. He can send the push. So there's the back office built right into the app of the phone. So they're going to be opening up on the 29th. So let's say, let's type this out. We're going to say opening up on the 29th, right? So I'm going to type that in, and then I'm going to say, hey, you can now book your appointment with your favorite barber we are opening soon. So here's the notification I'm going to send out. Now again, this is being sent out to 4,400 people. All right, and you can send this right from your phone. All right. So let me go here. Now that I got my message in here, and I kind of got this misspelled. Let me fix this spelling up here. Let me put opening up soon. right? Opening up on the 29th. Hey, can you, uh, hey, you can, let me double check my spelling here. Hey, you can book your appointment with your favorite barber. We are opening soon. So now I'm going to hit open a feature. So I can actually guide everyone directly to a feature. If I click on this check mark here, let's say I want to tell people about a coupon that we have, or I want to send them to a specific barber, like book with this barber, or I want to send them directly to the book appointment feature, right? They have a feature called Level Up. The Level Up feature is the loyalty card feature. So if I want to send out a notification about the loyalty card, I can, when they swipe on that, they can swipe right into the loyalty card. And I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done. I'm going to put them there. We can actually add an image to this as well. So if I want to take an image, I don't really have any images in here, but if you have like a graphic that you posted on Instagram that says, yo, we're opening back up, you can actually put that image that you put on Instagram, go ahead and put it on here. Now I was going to say target devices. Um, so I'm going to put iOS and Android. Done. And then it's going to say target users. I can actually go right here. I want you guys to know this. You can actually go into your back office and create groups of users. So let's say, like, for in the case of Tyreek, his app, let me cut back to here. His app is right here, right? And his app, he has several different barbers. So let's say this is Josh. He works at the shop. Mike is another barber at the shop. Ray Sean is another barber. Elias, Tyreek, Deshaun, Jenny. He can make a group of Deshaun, and then everyone he knows that has Deshaun as their barber, put them all in that group, and then notify that group. Right now, we're just sending it to everyone, okay? And we're sending it directly from our phone. Ricky, I hope you're set up with that. If not, we can make sure that you're set up with this new feature. But yeah, so going back here, this says send to all my users. Right now, we don't have any groups, so we're just going to go ahead and send it to all my users. And then it says, when do you want to send this? Do I want to send this now, or do I want to send this on a specific date? So I can send this right now, right? Or I can send on a specific date, choose the date and hour and minute of, of that, and then boom, I can send it on a specific date and time. But for this one, I'm just going to send it right now. Now, it's important to know that you can schedule them out, because if you come up with a good, like, Father's Day is coming up, and you come up with an idea today that says, hey, the week of Father's Day, we're going to do Father's Day haircuts with, kids' cuts are going to be $5 or whatever the case may be. You can schedule that to go out the week of Father's Day. All right? So anyway, here we go. We have our opening. What? It's telling me that I spelled this wrong. Let me go ahead and choose that right. Opening up on the 29th. Hey, you can now book your appointment with your favorite barber. We are opening soon. And then we're going to open them up to a specific feature, which is the Level Up, which is their loyalty card feature, is being sent out to iOS and Android. We're sending it to everyone who has the app, and we're going to send it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to hit this red button here and hit save. This should give me a notification that says push save successfully. So now what I want to do is I'm going to bring up both phones again. So as you can see, the one on the left is the owner. So I see Ricky Ricone is on here, the 29th opening date for which city? Brian, I think that's for Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, that's happening. So as you can see, there you go. Did you see that alert come up on the left? Hold up, guys. Let me pause for a second. Like, calling me. What in the world? Here it is on the right. So if I'm an owner, as I was showing you earlier, the app, I have the app on me, right? So what you're seeing is at 11:02, I received a notification. As you can see, the one on the left. Yeah, I know, Law. Yeah, I got a phone call from my wife from work. So anyway, um, here you go. So on the left, you're seeing the owner of the app. This is what they see. They sent it out. It says push was saved successfully. On the right, you're seeing the notification go to the customer's phone. And what they got was the Sharper Image logo. Now, that's extremely important because this is about branding. This is about branding yourself. This is coming across to the individual. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring the head back in a few so that you can see who's talking, right? So you can see the branding. Sharper Image Barbershop is right there. Okay. Now there's several other things that happen when you send out. Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, on the left is the owner of the app. On the right is the customer, and this is what they receive. This is what they see. They see your branding, your notification. Let's look at that full screen. Look at how that looks, right? It's got the Sharper Image Barbershop app. You know that your barber just sent you a notification, right? So now if I go into the app, I'm not sure where this app is at. There's more that you get with it. So let me show you here. So as you can see really well, let me blow this up for you guys so you can see it. You guys see that? As you can see, the Sharper Image Barbershop app has the number 2 on it. What that's telling you is that you have an unread notification. So as the customer, I have this. I look at my home screen and I can see that I have 2 unread notifications. The same way as you can see below, I have an unread notification on my phone, right? But Sharper Image Barbershop is saying alert, alert, like it's giving you that notification, letting you know, hey, you have 2 unread notifications from your barber. All right. So it's not just lock screen visibility, you're also getting home screen visibility. And this is extremely important because this is not like posting something on Instagram that unless someone is on Instagram, they won't see it. Let me reconfigure this real quick. Right? Because if someone's not on Instagram and you put up a post, they don't see it. Well, it is what it is, right? But here, it doesn't matter whether they were on Instagram or not. They're going to see that notification. 4,400 people are going to get this notification. Now, let's see what happens when I see that I have an unread message and I tap on it and I launch the Sharper Image Barbershop app. Here's what happens. So as I go into the app, let me actually launch it through the notification. So here it goes. Let me find my notification here. Oh. Now, in my account section, you're going to see messages. I'm actually going to have a history of all the messages that were sent out by the barbershop. Now, this is important because this is a mass message to everyone. Okay? So here goes the message. So one says, one was sent earlier today. It was an alert. And now I can go back and read these. So not only did I get lock screen visibility, right, your brand on my lock screen, I also got home screen visibility where your brand came up in my home screen. It was alerting me that you sent me a message. Not only that, there's an archive of every message sent. So there is a new feature that we're super excited about that I want to talk about today. For those of you who are on this live, we have a new feature and it's called in-app messages. In-app messages. All right. So this is literally a way. And again, if your customer already has your phone number, that's fine. But if you have a new walk-in, you don't have to give out your phone number to them. They can literally download your app and message you like a DM within your app. Okay, is that clear? So your customer can literally message you right from within your app. All right, Let me show you what that looks like right now. So let's go down to the two phones. Show you that, right? On the left hand side, you got the black phone, which is the barber or the owner of the app. This is their phone. They're logged in as the owner. And then on the left, you have the customer. Okay? So, barber's got his phone on his station. The customer is on their way to the shop, right? They have a scheduled appointment. They then pull up and need to send their barber a message. So they want to message their barber to let them know, hey, I just pulled up. Now, normally they could text them, but they want to be able to communicate directly through the app. Watch this. So on the right-hand side, the customer is going to launch the Sharper Image Barbershop app. He's going to go to Sharper SMS. If you see right below the reviews section, it says Sharper MSS. You can name this whatever you want. So when they go in here, they're going to look for their barber. So for instance, I know, because I'm using this as an example, that I named this guy, the one on the phone on the left, Test, right? So there you go, my guy. So what I would do is, as the customer, I would go to the SMS section and I'm going to look for my barber's name. In this case, the barber's name is down here on the bottom, TY Tester, right? Because that's like Tyreek Tester. So I just made this for this example. When I go to TY Tester, which again in this example would be my barber, I would follow him. I would literally be able to follow my barber through his app and then message him. So I'm going to go ahead and hit message. And let's say I just want to tell him, hey, just pulled up to the shop. Is it cool if I come in? Right? So he could text this to them, but he's also now messaging him directly through his app. So now I'm going to hit that little paper plane and I'm going to hit send. Boom, there it goes. So now it's sent. So now let's see what it looks like for the barber. He now will get a message on his phone. Okay. So now the barber he goes to his phone, Sharper Image Barbershop. He goes to Sharper SMS to see if he's got any messages from his customers. Now remember, he just sent over that message. So let's see if there's any way that the barber would know that he received a message. Okay. So now the barber goes into his phone. He goes into Sharper SMS. And there you go. You see in the upper right-hand corner. Let me blow this up. You see in the upper right-hand corner. And we call this Sharper SMS. You can call it whatever you want, right? You can call it app messaging or whatever you want to call it. So now this barber has 2 messages. Okay. So now this barber can go in and read his messages, just like a DM on Instagram, except for it's inside of his app. Okay. And every customer that ever downloaded his app and created an account, as you can see, these are all the customers that created an account. So the barber could come in here and basically act like a phone book. And as long as the customer has the app and as long as the customer created an account on your app, he's going to be on here. When they can put a profile picture and everything. If this barber wants, he can come down and say, oh, this is Deshaun Parker. That's the customer that came in last week. Watch this. He can now follow Deshaun Parker. Now that he follows him, he can message Deshaun. Okay? So this is a new tool. There's a new feature that we have for you guys so that you can do in-app messaging. All right? But in this case, this barber got a message from his customer. So let's go ahead and look at that. Here it goes. Test user, which is the customer's name. Hey, just pulled up to the shop. It says, hey, just pulled up to the shop. So now this guy just got it. So now we're looking at the phone. Right? Now let's look at, on the right-hand side, we got the customer's phone. Let me go ahead and lock that screen. All right. Now that it's locked, let's see what happens, because this is actually like a test phone. Yes, come. Let's say come on in. I'm ready for you. Right. So again, you're just communicating now. Again, if this is a customer that already got your number, that's a whole different subject. But if there's a new customer that comes in and you don't want to be giving out your number all the time, this is a great way to be able to communicate with people, and all the communication is happening on a separate app. It's not happening on the email app. It's not happening on the text message app. It's happening right within your app, the same app that they use to book an appointment, that they use to get loyalty points, that they use to schedule with you. That same app is the app they're using to message you, okay? So when this guy says, the barber's now replying to the customer saying, yes, come in, I'm ready for you. He sends that message. Boom, as you can see, he now has a thread. He now has history that he sent out that message to him, right? So now let's see what happens. Let's see if the customer's phone actually gets a notification. I think you should. A notification saying that the barber has replied, right? Because when he goes in, the barber or the customer now is sitting in his car, just, sent the message to his barber like, hey, I'm out front. Doesn't have the barber's number, but is communicating through with him through his app. So now he's able to message that barber through the app and be alerted when the barber messages him back. Is this feature for new apps or ones you've done in the past as well? They're for all apps. All apps should be updated. If you're not D Battle SR, there it goes. Hold up, D Battle. I'm gonna answer that question. So, as you can see, the customer just got a notification. Now, it didn't happen instantly, but within a minute, it took about 15, 20 seconds for the message to come back. Now, let's go ahead and see that notification. Now, this notification is being received not because this notification, look at that, that's beautiful. So, TY Tester, which is the name of the barber, just messaged me back and says, yes, come on in, I'm ready for you. You guys see that? Isn't that awesome? Let me blow that up. So now the customer just got a message back from his barber saying, yes, I'm ready for you. Right? So now this communication is happening simultaneously all on your iPhone. Right? You're able to send out a mass notification to everyone who has your app, or an individual message to your customer. And this is an individual message, not just a notification, but a message that they can then reply to. So let's go ahead and see. So the customer gets that back, right? And he wants to go ahead and communicate. As you can see, well, the number 1 was on there, right? Because he got the alert. So now the customer goes in, boom, goes to his messaging, and let's see what he has going on. Well, messages is push notifications, and then sharper image SMS is different, right? And there you go. As you can see in the upper right hand corner, I have a new message from my barber. He sent me a message directly to me so that you can see that, I have an alert. My barber messaged me back. Let's see what he said. So I go into my thread. He says, yes, I'm ready for you. You can come in. And then he can reply back, on my way. So this barber is communicating with his customer back and forth, creating a history, messaging one another through the barbershop app. Okay? This is when I tell you guys all the time that our apps are not just about booking appointments. That is the start of it. Absolutely. Booking an appointment is an extremely important part of having your own app, especially for a barbershop or a hair salon. But there's so much more. Once that person is able to book with you, now that person is able to get a stamp on their loyalty card. Okay? So the same app I'm using to do loyalty card stamp, the same app I'm using to book appointments, the same app I'm using to message you, the same app I'm using to get in-app messages. Okay? We even put the Acuity login right on the app so that the customer can log in and check their available appointments through Acuity. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this today. If you guys got any questions, let me know. But I wanted to show you guys this today so that we could get some of this stuff done for you. We are working hard on getting some new features up and running for you guys so you guys can see all the latest stuff that we're doing. This in-app messaging is really going to change the game. And then, let me go ahead. I think I have here a video that I sent to really promote something like this. So how do you let your customers know? Because this is the big thing now that we're going to start doing for you guys is how do you let your customer know that you have this feature, right? So here goes the video that we created for Sharper Image Barbershop, right? So Sharper Image Barbershop is now doing this new feature. So they want to let the customer know. So what they need to do is, Ethos Barber, yes. So we do use Acuity scheduling, but as you can see, this video is letting the customer know. Look, hit the link in the bio. Download the Sharper Image Barbershop app. Get notifications. Stay connected with push notifications and with in-app messaging. Okay, so this is a new kind of video that they can post on Instagram as marketing, and they'll say the all new in-app messaging. Okay, which lets people know, hey, now not only do you get to book appointments and message us, you'll be able to receive push notifications from us. You'll also be able to get in-app messaging. All right, and this is a video they can now post on Instagram, and it's letting them know all the features that are available on the app and why it's important to download the app. All right, and something that's truly important is that I see a lot of guys that have an app, they're not really promoting it on their Instagram, which is extremely important because it's just another avenue of which people communicate with you. And if you only tell them when you see them that you have an app, when they go on Instagram later, they don't see that you have an app, then they're probably going to question whether or not it's important to book through your app. So, Ethos Barber, you still there? Let me know if you're still there, and I'll go over some of the appointment features. All right, so we can go over that. I'll go over some of that here. So this is the app, Sharper Image Barbershop. So when you go to book an appointment, we have all the different barbers here. So for instance, first of all, we got Josh here. I can book with Josh. But let's say I don't know who Josh is. I just downloaded this app because I found them through Instagram. I downloaded the app. I hit book appointment. I don't know who Josh is. I don't know what his work looks like. Right below his book appointment, it has his Instagram. So I can go ahead and see Josh's Instagram live. So as long as Josh is posting haircuts to his Instagram, now I can see. So, well, I want to go to that shop, and it looks like he does my kind of hair. Like, I love it. Okay, he's got great work. That looks like the kind of haircut that I want. I think I'm going to go ahead and book with Josh because he's nice. I like his work. So then I leave here and I hit book with Josh. Now, when I hit book with Josh, as you can see, I didn't pop out of the app. I didn't leave the app and go to Safari or to a website or anything like that. What it did was it opened up Acuity scheduling. Okay? Acuity scheduling is in the app. All right? It didn't pop me out and take me to another location. This has me inside of Acuity scheduling. So here are all the types of haircuts, the type of services that Josh does. So I can read through them. He does a family appointment for 4, which takes 2.5 hours, costs $100. Sharp up, which is the shape up. They call it the sharp up there. Here you go. He even has a, please note that there will be a full charge for any no-show or missed appointments prior to your next service. So they're alerting them ahead of time that if you do book and you don't show up, you will be charged the full amount. So they have all types of alerts, notifications, all of that before you even book the appointment. So let me go ahead and book this haircut with Josh. Let me go back. Okay, cool. So I'm booking this haircut with Josh. What I like about Acuity scheduling, it also allows you to add add-ons to the appointment. There's not a lot of systems that allow you to do this. So not only did I choose my haircut for $25, but if I want to add the beard, it will not only add time, but it'll add money to the price. Okay. I don't want to design, but I do want to get my eyebrows done when I get my haircut, so I can go ahead and check that off as well. All right. And I also like the hot towel service, so I can go ahead and check that. But now I'm adding to my services. So this is something that, again, a lot of systems do not do. Okay, Acuity scheduling, which is the one we always recommend people get, allows you to go ahead and add all these different types of services to the system. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and choose my day because they're opening up. I'm excited. I just got my notification. I'm going to book for Tuesday at 8. All right. So I'm going to give my name. I'm going to just put the word test here. Last name, Tester. Okay. Put my phone number here. I'll put 215-555-1212. So here goes the customer. They're putting in all their information at me.com. Right. But another system which somebody asked, I love Acuity. Their customer service is A1. Listen, Acuity scheduling is really the number one system. But most people don't use Acuity scheduling because they don't have a front-facing app for the customer. This is why we tell them get your own app, right? Instead of getting something like Booksy or StyleSeat and telling your customer download StyleSeat to book with me, and I'll use the Booksy Biz app as my back office. You can use the Acuity scheduling app as your back office and use your own app, your own brand name as your customer's app. Okay. So here, look at that. We got the COVID waiver. So now this customer cannot, down here is where he needs to go to book, but he can't book none of this unless he fills out all this information. Okay. He has to say, have you traveled to any current high risk areas, New York, Philadelphia, or countries affected by COVID? Answer yes or no. I'm going to say no. Have you been in contact or exposed to anyone with COVID-19? No. So I'm now getting a waiver before I ever even walked into the shop. Look at how much information I was able to receive as a customer. I was able to see your work, see where you're located. By the way, here goes Sharp Image Barbershop. I can find out where you're located through Waze, Google Maps, Apple Maps. I have all these different options. So not only do I know where you're located, I know what the barber looks like. I know what his work looks like. I know exactly what type of services he does, exactly how much they cost, right? And you know that I don't have COVID-19 or that I have been willing to sign this waiver. Okay, so all this information is happening for you simultaneously. This person has never even called you, not even once. All they had to do was download your app, find out where you're located, check out your work, verify that it was you who they found on Instagram. Now they have your app, and not only are they getting all this information and booking their appointment, they're also leaving a deposit. So let's show what the deposit looks like. So now this customer can now leave a deposit. So now I'm giving you my name, my number, my email. I also am signing a waiver through all this. And then I can hit pay now. So not only do I know what your services are like, where you're located, I chose what I want, I gave you my name information, signed away. I did all of this without ever even speaking to you, not once. Okay? Now, you're using PayPal to be able to get that information. See the appointment features. How do you set that up? And does this show your schedule on your app for the barbers? Ethos Barbers, we do not use our we do have an appointment system that's part of our app building system, but we recommend Acuity scheduling, okay? Because Acuity scheduling has a whole lot more features. When it comes to having an app with efexxaopps, it's going to be your own custom app, but your own custom app can have any appointment feature that you want, okay? So that's what I need you to understand. You can have any appointment system you want. We don't really recommend ours. We recommend that you use Acuity scheduling, which does have a free option as well. But here it goes. Acuity scheduling is going to allow you to do this. So Tyreek is using his PayPal. So if I'm the customer and I have PayPal, I can go ahead and just log in with my PayPal information. But if I don't have PayPal as the customer, again, the owner has PayPal. The owner of the app wants to receive their money in their PayPal account. But as the customer, even if I don't have PayPal, I'm being told that I can give you my, I can pay with my debit or credit card. So if I just hit that, it's going to allow me to make a payment with my debit card. Okay? And then I can save my payment information for the future. Again, does your app promote you and the services you provide? Frankie1193. This is a good question. He says, does your app promote you and the services you provide? Absolutely not, right? So when it comes to something like Booksy, so let's look at Booksy. I think I have Booksy on this phone. When it comes to Booksy, people get excited because they say, hey, Booksy, it's not downloaded, but they say, hey, Booksy will promote you to, the local area. But if I'm a customer, right, if I launch the Sharper Image Barbershop app, what am I going to see when I first go in there? All I'm going to see are photos of the shop, right? What we charge is Frankie1193. We charge it's $45 a month is our starter member, and then we have a Supreme member, which is $95 a month. But let me show you the difference, because Booksy will promote you, right? But they're also promoting every other person in the area, okay? Now, if I go into the Sharper Image Barbershop app, all I'm seeing are the barbers in that shop. I'm seeing photos of them. Then, when I go to book appointments, I'm seeing the barbers in that shop. There's absolutely no way that I could see any other barber in the neighborhood. This is the Sharper Image Barbershop app, okay? There's no doubt about that. Now, let's see what happens if I'm looking for someone in Booksy. What happens? So I'm going to launch the app for the first time. I just downloaded Booksy. My barber tells me, oh, you got Booksy. So I'm going to find a business. Say find your business and access your contacts. Say not now. I'm going to go in. So am I seeing the barbers in the barbershop? No, actually, I'm seeing all types of people. Booksy's recommending a whole bunch of different people. So they're not only promoting you and recommending you, they're recommending a whole lot of people in the area. Right? So you just told your customer download Booksy, but what if you're not Joel Styles? So I'm gonna check out Joel Styles, and I'm gonna go ahead and book a haircut appointment with him. Okay? So again, if you think that it's important to be on a platform, I call this a community-based platform, right? So now, okay, well, let me find my barber. He actually has a barbershop. Let me go to barbershops in my area. It's going to search. Okay, I still don't see my barber yet. But am I seeing the barbers in the shop? No, I'm seeing barbers all over the city, from all over. What are you looking for? It's promoting a bunch of other people to me. Okay? Now, again, when I download the Sharper Image Barbershop app, this is the app for the barbershop. Now, if you go to their Instagram, Sharper Image Barbershop's Instagram, what are you going to see? You're going to see their stuff. You're going to see their info, right? That's it. When you download their app, you're going to see more of their info. This is the inside of the shop. But what am I seeing on Booksy? I'm seeing everybody in the area. Now, that might sound good at first until what? You're sort by top reviewed. I can sort by distance. I'm sorting you out. You know what? Joel Styles looks like he does a. I was gonna go to Frankie 1193, but I just need a quick cut, and it looks like he's available. He's got available times. Boom. You just lost a customer because you told them to download the Booksy app. Now, I always monitor these apps. These are all the different apps that are out there. When you go to Acuity Scheduling, okay, this is Acuity Scheduling. Oh, let me go ahead and log in. Let me switch that up. So on Acuity Scheduling, I want you guys to know that Acuity Scheduling actually acts as a so you promoting more yourself and the shop who work with. So yes, Frankie, and that's the idea, right? Frankie, you got to understand, most people are not finding out that you're on Booksy unless you tell them. Okay? So if you're promoting, hey, you can book an appointment with me, and you tell them download Booksy, you just introduce them to your competition. You still have to promote that you're on Booksy. You can't just put yourself on Booksy, right? You still got to tell people, hey, book an appointment with me. So yeah, that's kind of the point that I'm making. So let me show you guys this. Let me go back to this. But so this is Acuity Scheduling. So what I was showing you earlier is Acuity is this one here, this white one that it just says scheduling below it. This would be, Frankie, this would be your back office, right? So you will launch Acuity Scheduling and you'll see your appointments for the day. Now you see the ones that got the money signs on it? That means that's people who paid up front. They already paid their money. You can see it right off the bat. Like, oh, okay. And you can also do it through color scheme. So if I see blue, I know that's people who booked, let's say, the $25 haircut. But I can make green just a shape up. And I can make, purple kids cuts. And I can see exactly visually who I got a haircut appointment with. Also, I can see who paid up front. Okay? So let's see right here. When I go into Cecil Vasquez, right? I'm going to go into them. When I click on them, as you can see the payment, this is Acuity's back office, guys. This thing is incredible. As you can see, the payment section is right here, right within the Acuity app. This person booked a $25 haircut appointment with me, right? Let's say. They used a promo code, right? But they have not made a payment. So I can actually have them, if I just click that blue link right there, you guys see that little blue link where it says make a payment? I could literally, let's say this person comes in, right? They got a haircut appointment with me. Right? So I'm going, okay, who's next on my schedule? Let me check it out here. And filter my schedule. Just filter for me. Done. All right, cool. So here goes my schedule for the day. All right, now I'm looking at my schedule. Cool. Here goes, oh, Jesus, when he comes in to get a cut, I know he's good. He already paid me up front. He's good. CJ didn't. So when CJ come in, let me check him out. Let me see what he booked. Okay, this is what he booked. Here go his number and all that. Let me go ahead. Let's say CJ, I just finished cutting his hair. When I finish cutting his hair, I can say make an appointment or make a payment. And I can say that he paid me through cash. But if you're using Square, you can literally just take his card right there and use Acuity Scheduling as a point of sale system. So you don't need a separate iPad. You don't need all that. You can literally use your phone. Now me, I'm using PayPal, so I can't take a credit card payment from the back office. But if you're using something like Square, you can do that. Okay? So that's the power when you have Acuity Scheduling. You literally tap on the person, that you just, and boom, hit make a payment, and they can make a payment with you right then and there. So I hope this is helping. And this again, this is what's inside of your app. Okay, now I want to show you guys something. Earlier you saw that I was Frankie 1193 said, so you don't promote us. No, that's, you do that through Instagram, right? But I just finished launching Booksy. So now because I launched Booksy and I was looking for somebody, Booksy is now sending me a notification. And they say, didn't find a business you know and love? Try inviting them to join Booksy and you could receive $50 Amazon gift cards. So now Booksy is promoting to me to add people to Booksy. Okay? So they're saying, hey, do you want to, use Booksy? So Booksy sending me a notification. Not you, not Frankie1193 is sending me a notification. Booksy sending me a notification. Right? So now what happens if I tap on that notification? It takes me back into Booksy and shows me all the local people. And that's the huge difference between having your own app and having something like a Booksy or StyleSeat or, whatever other platform, the Cut app. Because again, people saying, hey, download my app. It's not their app. You say, hey, download the Cut app, book with me on there. Here you're saying download my app to book an appointment. So that's what I wanted to go over with you guys today, was how to send a notification. We can do it again. Let me show you guys again what that looks like. Once you're all set and you have your own phone, here on the left you have the owner of the app. That's their phone. On the right is the customer's phone. So we're going to go ahead and lock that screen. Let's go on here. I have my own app. I'm going to launch my app. Go to App Manager because I have access. And instead of like Booksy sending out a notification trying to get people to sign up for their platform, we can say, have you booked? Right? And put a bunch of question marks. We can put a whole bunch of stuff on here. Let me get some emojis here. Let's see. We have some emojis. Where's the alert emoji? Trying to find some emojis here. Let's put the exclamation points here. There you go. So now I got some exclamation points here. Boom. I'll put them here. Hey, have you booked an appointment? Put some emojis on there. Right? So I'm using this. I need the feature of my shop. I need the feature on my shop app. Absolutely. Let me do that for you right now. So Ricky Riccone, I'm trying to do these lives where we go ahead and just build it out for you right now. So Ricky, here's what Ricky, you there? You there, Ricky? Let me know you're still there. Put a thumbs up. Let me know you're still there because I'm going to take care of this for you right now. This is my goal with these Tuesday morning lives, is to be able to add, if the customer doesn't show up, how do you charge them with service? If not showing up, their card is already on file. Do they get a message regarding the charge? Yes, Frankie, if that would be through Acuity Scheduling. Acuity Scheduling does allow some of that information. All right? Just so you know, Acuity Scheduling, so Frankie 1193, you do need to use Square. Okay? If you use Square, Square, because it's a debit to debit card transfer, allows you to charge their card later. Okay? So Ricky, here's what it is. So those of you who are watching, I'm going to do this through the back office. Yeah, so if you use Acuity Scheduling with Square, you can have them put down a small deposit and charge them the rest later. But Frankie, just so you know, the customer does have to agree to keep their card on file. Okay, so Ricky, here's how it works. I'm in your back office now. I'm going to go to features. And I'm going to add a feature to your app. Oh, hold up. We just it does this sometimes. I'm gonna add a feature to your app. It's gonna be called the App Manager. Now, oh, we lost it. Okay, we got a little pause on here. So let's bring it back up. So we just stopped our live. We're gonna try to bring it right back. So for those of you on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, we are live right now. Going live. So I'm gonna try to get Instagram back up in a second here. We'll bring it back up in a second. Boom. All right, so here we go. Done. So that's live. We're going back live. Make sure efexxaopps is alive again. All right, we're back live, guys. So, guys, if you have any questions, so Ricky, you're back. Okay, cool. So here it goes. I'm in your back office. This looks familiar, right, Ricky? Yeah, we ran out of our hours. So the name of the feature, Ricky, is called this one right here that I'm highlighting. It's going dark blue. It's called the Mega App Manager. Okay. When I click on the App Manager, it's gonna now add that to your app. Okay. Now, on the App Manager, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rename this App Manager. Okay? Now, remember, no one has access to this. So what we need to do is now that we're adding it to your app, we need to be able to give you access to this section. Okay? So this is now on your app. So, Ricky, do you have an account on your app? Right? I'm going to search for it here, but let me know if you have one. I'm going to type in Ricky. So it's not coming up that you have an account. All right. So what you need to do is, as it says here, it's a restricted area. If you go onto your app, Ricky, go into, so do this right now. Watch what I'm doing. Look at the right-hand side. You see here? Where I went into the app and I hit my account. Right? Under the shop name. Okay, under the shop name. What's the email? Tell me the email, Ricky. Type it right here in the comment section. If you type in your email for the shop, like if you go, basically what it is when you're logged into the app under an account, I can then give that account access. So let me try MT. That'll probably... Oh, there goes MT Clippers. And first name MT, last name Clippers. So if this is the account, this is what everybody needs to do. And MT Clippers Barbershop. This one says MT Clippers BS at gmail.com. Is that it? If that's the one, okay. So what's happening is I first added the app manager to the app. Once I've done that, Ricky, then I can search for the account that I'm going to give access to that section. Okay? Now that I searched out MT Clippers, okay, it says is a owner. You see that right there? Is an owner. Is MT Clippers BS at gmail.com is an owner? The answer is no. Okay? The answer is no. Okay? But what I can do is I'm going to just click on no, and I'm going to get this alert. It says, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I want to do this. I'm going to hit OK. Once I hit OK, now that person, and it says user status has been updated successfully. Okay? So you now have access to that section. I'm going to go ahead and leave and come back. I like to do that a lot, guys. For those of you who are using it, I call it walking around the block, right? When I add a new feature, I leave the feature and come back, okay? So now, Ricky, when we go back to App Manager, so right now, Ricky, if you go, that's how simple it was to add the App Manager to your app, okay? Now, if you go to your app right now, Ricky, leave the live, go to your app, kind of refresh it, go back into it. When you go back into it, you'll see right here it's telling me that you have access. Is he an owner? The answer is yes. Now, if I delete this, you'll see everyone who's ever made an account. So these are all the accounts that can get access to Ricky's back office. Okay, 186 people have an account that can get access, but the only one that actually does it, everybody is scheduled to know. So no one can send notifications except for the person that we say is an owner. Yep, Ricky. So that's it. That's all you need. Now, we can double check, make sure your certificates are good. Yep, your certificates look good. And there you go. All you do is you now go to your more section here, go to App Manager. And when you go to App Manager, you'll now have access to send out notifications directly from your phone, Ricky. So that's awesome. So that's what it's about, guys. If anybody else has any other questions, we want to build your app. We want to use these lives to build apps for you guys so that you can learn exactly how to use our platform, how to send out notifications, how to build your app, how to add coupons and loyalty cards and all that stuff to your app. Hennies, do you need that too? Do you have an account on your app? We can give you access to the app manager as well. Just to make sure. We want to make sure as people are getting back into the shop and they're promoting people to download their app, that they do it. That they send out notifications, that they communicate with their customers, that everyone is aware, hey, we have an app, and I do want to encourage you guys. So I will show you, let me show you a few things that I've seen. I'm going to just do this real quick, a quick audit on this Instagram. So I'm going to go into Instagram real quick, and I'm going to show you what I mean. But I can't get access to that section. So make sure you're logged in under that. So go to my account, Ricky. Go to my account on your app and check the email that you have. And if you want, you can screenshot that and DM it to me, and I'll make sure that the account that you're logged in as has it. So here's what I'm doing. I've been posting these things up, right? These different graphics, because I want people to constantly be posting this on their page. Let me show you a good example of that. I think it's Royal Studios Middletown. Here's one thing that I will say about them. Look at how often, so they had an app, they're opening back up after COVID and all that, right? And they're like, look, we need to let people know. I want to show you guys this. This is the Royal Studios Middletown. They've been closed for a while, obviously, with all the corona. But this is a good idea of how you should be promoting with your app. Look at this. They have a video that they created of getting their app. Okay, download our app. It's available on the Google Play Store. Here's some screenshots of it. Cool little video, right? And what's happening is, and here's the thing, it's not just that you have it, is that you post it. Okay? They're posting it constantly. Okay, May 19th, they posted it again. Okay, they posted it again and again. May 28th, again. May 31st, again. Right? Why is this important? Does it seem like it's overkill? Yes. But what they're doing is, if I'm a customer, right, and I come into your shop and you're like, yo, you can book with us through our app, right? Then I leave your shop. Then you tag me in a post, right? You post my haircut, and then you tag me in it. Then I go to your page, and there's no mention that you have an app. I'm probably going to think, oh, they don't really use that app. Right? But here, if I go to your page and I see that you posted it like 15, I'm like, oh, they take this seriously. Like, they're using this app all the time. Like, if I want to get back into his shop and to get a haircut, I better download this app they're always talking about, the one they're always posting. Because they definitely have an app and they use it. Now, what you'll also notice is that in their bio, there is a link here. The efexxaopps.com/r/royal. This link is a universal link that when you hit that link, watch what it does. When you hit that link, it pops you right out of Instagram, right to the App Store to download. This is a live view of the App Store to get their app. So there's no doubt that they have an app and that they utilize it, and that if I book an appointment with you through that app, okay? Now, our Hennies, let me go through your page. Look at this. You got a lot of haircuts, but there's no mention of your app. I would like to see more. So now, our Hennies, we did post. Okay? We did post on our Instagram. Look, if I scroll through your page, through the post on your page, there's not one mention of your app. Okay? Not the link in your bio, nothing. So I don't even know that you have an app. But you do have an app, right? Now, we do have on our page, if you go to efexxaopps, our Hennies was one of the ones that we chose. If you look at, go to Efex Instagram, scroll down a little bit, you're going to see this post here, right? If you swipe through this, you're going to see our Hennies, there it goes, the AVL Barber Studio app. Now, this should be posted on your page at least, once a day, a couple times a week. Because it's extremely important that if you're telling people, hey, you can book with me on my app, and they can leave a deposit, and they can do waivers, they can see your latest work, they can see everything on, they can get notifications, they can message you now, they can do in-app messaging. There's so many things that they can do on your app. Why isn't this posted not even once on your Instagram page? Now, I say that in love, you my man, but I do want you guys to know, if you're not mentioning your app, just because you tell someone when they're sitting in your chair, yo, you could book with me on your app, more than likely they're going to go to your social media feed, and if they don't see no mention of an app, they're probably going to assume that, yeah, you got an app, but you don't really use it. Right? As you can see, Royal Studio. So let's look at the difference, okay? This is going to be a live demonstration, guys. A live demonstration. Watch this. I'm going to go over here to Google Chrome, to my back office here. And I'm going to search two people, okay? AVL. There goes the barber studio. Let me open this in a new tab. And I'm going to search Royal Studios. This is everyone who has an app with me. All right, Hennies, I got you. But let's see the numbers. Here goes Royal Studios. Now, Royal Studios, Instagram, like I showed you earlier, has been posting on their page. Let's look at it here. They've been posting on their page nonstop. Download our app, download our app, download our app. Over and over and over. Man, why? Because it doesn't matter, right? They can go in at the end of the day and kind of clean all this out and leave it there. But they keep saying, yo, download our app, constantly, right? So let's see. The first time they posted, it was May 8th, right? So let's look at their downloads. So here goes Royal Studios. I'm looking at this live with you guys. I don't even know what I'm going to find, but I bet that they've had a good amount of downloads of their app. So here goes Royal Studios back office, okay? Now I'm going to search from May 8th, because this post says the first time they made this video and posted it on Instagram was May 8th. Now, this is a great way to market. The app is going to help you with retention. So on May 8th, they said, we got this video done. We're going to post it, and then we're going to consistently post it once or twice a day or once every other day or whatever, because we need people to know that they need to download our app to book an appointment with us. So they posted on May 8th. Let's look at their back office on, was it? May 8th will be the 5th month. Let's go to May 28th until now. So it's about a month and a half, okay, or about a month and a week. Now I'm going to hit, what I did was I filtered, as you guys can see, I'm going to filter this May 8th to today's date. Then I'm going to hit filter metrics, right? This is now loading to show me how many installs of their app they got. Look at this. Look at how many installs they got of their app since May 8th. 335. Not because they posted it once, okay? Because they're posting it over and over and over again. Now, when they post it on Instagram, people may see it for a moment, but then that's it. When they post it over and over and over again, they've gotten 335 downloads of their app with 4,300 visits to their app. Okay? This is, I want to show you this. So since May 8th, the first time they posted that video, and we can see it, it's here, right? It's here on Instagram. The first time they posted the video of their app was on May 8th. And they've gotten 335 downloads of their app. And not only 335 downloads of the app, they're getting tons and tons of visits to their app. A visit is every time they launch the app. Now, let's look at, to compare and contrast, AVL. Our honeys. And I'm just going in on you a little bit, brother. I do it in love, but I want to show people the difference, okay? So let's go to, what's this? Yeah, so we have here, we got Roll Studios. Now let's go to, let's bring up another Instagram page. Instagram. And let's go to Henny's, right? He hasn't posted it in a while. No mention of the app on the page. Let's check to see how many downloads he got of his app. So let's check. Let's go from May 1st. Okay, May 1st to now. All right. Now let's look at the difference here, guys. Top installs. He's gotten 8 downloads of his app. Right? So as you can see, let's look at this together now. I'm going to go to from Royal Studios, who on May 8th posted about his app. Okay, on May 8th. Posted and said, hey, download our app to book your next appointment with us. Right? And then consistently posted. It looks like at least a few times a week. All right, so he has at least posted it several times a week since May 8th. Again, he doesn't have hundreds of thousands of followers, okay? He has 1,600 followers, all right? But when we look at his download from May 8th, this is Royal Studios, okay? He's got 335 installs of his app. That's 335 people. Right. I know, Alhenny, you say you focus on doing it in the stories, but it's important to put it as a post because that's like an archive. So when people get introduced to you, they go to your page and they scroll through your page. Okay? So now Alhenny's, who has more followers, by the way, of Royal Studios. Royal Studios has less followers than Henny's the Barber. Okay? But he's not mentioning the app. Let's check his barbershop page. JBS Barbers, no mention of the app, okay? So I gave him an extra week on the app. May 1st. Not May 8th, right? I gave him a whole extra week. He's gotten 8 installs of his app. And I only point this out. Oh, you guys may have to refresh. Oh, I think I just lost something here. All right, so I only point this out, guys, because I want you to see the importance of marketing your app. The 8 people, now Al Henny's has transferred. Look, Royal Studios transferred 1,600 of their followers in a month. 335 of them now have his app because he's constantly promoting it, okay? Al Henny's hasn't mentioned it at all in a month, and maybe he told someone in the shop, hey, you know I got an app, you can book with me, and within the last month and a half, 8 people have downloaded the app. So Al Henny's, this was just a good example I wanted to use, but just to give you guys an idea, more than likely, Royal Studios is telling people, hey, download our app, book an appointment with us, right? If you guys are having problems seeing this, but you can still hear me, go ahead and just leave the live and come back in. I wanted to show you guys this. Let me know if you guys can still hear me good. You guys good? You guys there? All right. I'm getting 1 thumbs up. But yeah, so I wanted you guys to see this because I want you guys to understand that it is very important that you market your app, that you're constantly... There's no reason why you shouldn't be posting this several times a day. So Royal Studios, good job. Al Henny's, you got some work to do. But Al Henny's, we did do a post, right? So please go to that post. I'll show you. So if you go to that post, this is the post, right? So go to this post, screenshot it, and then post it, every day. There's no problem. Ricky, let's look at you. Ricky, you next. You next on my list. MT Clippers Barbershop, right? All right, here we go. We got 1 post, right? On May 17th, right? So on May 17th, we got a post. And that's it, right? So, again, we can look at your installs in the last month, okay? And that will give you a good idea. Let's go back. You want to see that? You want to see how many installs you got? You posted it 1 time. Let's see the difference, okay? And it's important that we do this because numbers don't lie, guys. Numbers don't lie, right? Let's look at MT Clippers. And guys, I'm not doing this to embarrass you guys or none of that. I'm simply doing this to let you guys know that having an app is extremely I have a video promoting the shop app. Exactly. And what we're saying is we should be posting it on your feed because that is an archive of what's going on. So let's look at yours. You said on May 17th. Let's go back to the 17th. Boom. From May 17th to now, even just posting it, look at the difference. Even just posting 1 time, hey, get our app, you can actually see where it peaks at. How many visits you got. You're getting more visits when you're posting it on Instagram and letting people know that, you have an app and that they can book an appointment with you. So it's extremely important that you guys are constantly saying, look, download my app. We're trying to create some of that marketing material that you guys can then repost. If you need some of that marketing material, let us know. But even if we do it, guys, even if we make the marketing material and we give it to you, just like in the case for Al Henny's, we created it for him, right? As you can see, we created it for him. But even though it was created, he's still not posting it. So it's not so much you guys getting the piece of content. It's about consistently posting it. With Royal Studios, they got their little app video and they posting it all the time, right? They're constantly posting it. And you can see the difference between having 8 downloads, 26 downloads. And now, again, I know COVID, we just got out of COVID, so some people are not really promoting. I need some of the marketing material. Hey, TG Gardner, Master Barber, go ahead and DM us. We'll work that out for you. We don't mind helping you guys out. I can even show you how to create some marketing material. But I don't want you guys to be fooled in thinking, man, what I really need is marketing material. Not really. What you need to do is do this. Look, in 1 month, they flooded their page with, yo, we got an app, 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 we got an app. Constantly letting people know that we have an app that you need to download to book an appointment with us. And in 1 month, they got 335 downloads. So that's Codero, and that's their barbershop app. And, you know, we want to, again, I showed you earlier with Sharper Image Barbershop. They got more downloads. Let me check. This is Royal Studios. So they got 1,600 followers, right, on Instagram. Let me go over to the website. They got 1,600 followers on Instagram. You guys see that? 1,600 followers on Instagram. Now again, Instagram, this is for the forever, however long they had their app. But now on Royal Studios, let's look at, I only looked at a month ago. Let's go all the way back to 2017, which, you know, this platform wasn't up in 2017. So this is going to give us a lifetime. How many people have downloaded their app in a lifetime? Look at that. Almost as many downloads as they have followers on Instagram. So on Instagram, they got 1,600 followers. And installs, they got 1,400 followers. And 335 of them in the last month. And all of that is happening because they're constantly marketing. Guys, numbers don't lie. I wanted to show you guys this just so you would be aware. You would have a better understanding of what's going on and why it's important to not only have an app, but to constantly be updating it and constantly promoting it. Okay? As you can see with Tyreek, they've had their app for a while, and they posted, and they have 4,400 downloads of their app. Now they're sending out notifications. Let's go back to our phones. Now they're sending out notifications, you know, and here goes, you know, if I'm a customer and I'm one of the persons who downloaded the app, I'm now sending it, have you booked, right? So I'm going to go ahead and send out this notification. We are, this again, getting back to COVID. All these people, 4,400 people have had the Sharper Image Barbershop app for the last 3 months. They're waiting for this notification that I'm about to send out, okay? We are opening up on the 29th. Please book accordingly. Oh. Please book, let's just say ASAP, right? And again, we'll just add some emojis on here. Guys, if you're sending this from your phone, you can send, you know, whatever emojis you want. So let me get, is there like a barber pole? I know there's a barber pole emoji. All right, let me put this guy with the shades here. Yeah, exactly, right? So let me put this little, look at that. So they're going to get this notification, right? I'm not going to do anything else but say just send it to iOS and Android, okay? Let me target users. I'm going to just target all my users, and I'm going to send it now. What I'm also going to do, though, guys, because I want this to really just be going on, I'm going to go ahead and select all here. And I'm going to go ahead and, whoop. Let me go ahead and select all. Let's see if I can select this whole thing. And I'm going to copy and paste this, okay? Let me go ahead and hit copy. All right. I'm going to send this out now. Okay? So I'm sending that now. And let's go to the two phones. This phone is on the lock screen. Look at that. And I like that too. Look at how Acuity Scheduling sends you notifications about people who booked appointments with you. So people are booking appointments with me through Acuity Scheduling, and it comes up on my notification center. All right. So I sent that notification out, right? But what I want to do is I want that notification to keep going out. I'm just waiting for I'm going to schedule this next notification. I'm going to just go ahead and paste. Look, there it goes. So all the customers just received that notification. Let's see what it looks like when we go to read it. Have you booked? Got a little emoji on there, right? Let's bring that up full screen. It's got that little emoji on there. Have you booked? We are opening up on the 29th. Please book ASAP. Boom. Sharper Image Barbershop. That's nice. Let me take a screenshot of that because I'm going to post that in my story. Whoop. I'm going to post that in my stories. I like posting that just to give you guys should be sending out these notifications all the time. When Tyreek sends this out, 4,400 people are receiving this. So what I'm going to show you is I'm now set that notification up. I just copied and pasted. I'm going to set it up again. I'm going to type in have you booked, put a little question mark, and I'm going to go ahead and do it again. I'm going to send this note. I'm going to annoy my customers, let them know, listen, guys, I'm scheduling this out. I'm going to send it on a specific date. I'm going to make sure this goes out tomorrow. What hour? Let's say let's send this out around, it's military time, so let's say 1400, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we'll send it out at a random time, right? At 8. So yeah, they just got that notification today. They're going to get the notification again tomorrow. Excuse me. Why? Because we're constantly sending it out saying, hey, you booked an appointment. You booked an appointment. Let's go ahead and save it. Boom, that's saved. All right. So tomorrow, they're going to get this notification again and again and again. We're just going to be sending this out over and over and over again because it's so important, guys, that you take advantage of it. So does it start with Instagram and your social media platforms? Absolutely. It starts there so you can send it out and, you know, you're letting people know, hey, I got an app, download it. Like Rose Studios, they're download. When they send out this notification, 335 people are going to get that notification because they've been letting people know that they have an app. These notifications are only powerful if people are downloading your app. Absolutely, Al Hennies. I can set you up so you can send it from your app. You just let me know if you're having any issues. DM me. We'll make sure you're good to go. All right. So I'm gonna schedule another one. Right. I'm gonna schedule another one. Have you booked yet? Okay. I'm gonna schedule this one. I'm gonna target all my users. Again, I'm gonna send it to everybody. And then I'm going to send it on a specific date. And I'm going to send this one out, let's say next Monday, right? To let people know. And then I'm going to choose an hour. We'll send this one out. Let's say people get to work around 8. People get to work around 8:30. So at 8:20, 10 minutes before they get into work, or let's say they're 10 minutes early to work and they got a little break before they turn on their computers or get to work. It's like, boom, at 8:20, they're going to get this notification. Have you booked yet? No, man, I got this notification already 2-3 times. I still haven't booked yet. My bad. Let me go ahead and book, right? So I'm going to go ahead and save that as well. So now we have a couple notifications that are scheduled to go out in the next week. And they're going to be saying this. Have you booked? Have you booked yet? They're going to have maybe different emojis, different things saying, hey, book your appointment. You should probably have this scheduled to go out, every single Sunday at least. Hey, have you booked your appointment this week? Make sure you book. You don't want to get left behind. Booking an appointment, if you don't book an appointment, you'll be disappointed. Or don't be disappointed, book an appointment. Whatever the case may be, you want to schedule these to go out. Tons of them. 10, 15 of them a day. 10, 15 of them in a month, right? You want to have them going out so that when people download your app, they're going to then be alerted. And then they're going to be constantly notified and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to teach you guys today. I wanted to talk about notifications because it's about people actually downloading your app, utilizing it, and staying engaged and being able to communicate with you guys. So let me know if, hey, Fadeologist, what's going on? Let me know if you guys got any questions. If there's any other questions, I'll try and answer them right now. If you guys got any questions, let me know. We're going to continue doing this on Tuesdays. I'm going to bring the little head back so that you guys aren't just staring at a computer screen. You guys got someone to look at who's talking to you. I didn't do it this week, but yeah, I'll do it next week. But yeah, guys, I wanted to show you how these just got here. Will the video be saved? Yes, it will be. We're talking about sending notifications. All right. Henny's, you still there? I don't know if you're still there. I have to reset my account. I couldn't get access to it. No problem, Ricky. I can reset your account right now. And here. Let me do that for you. I might as well. Where you at? I'll get to your account. I'm gonna reset the password and I'll DM it to you right now. That's what I want to do, during these lives, is to be able to basically this is a live solution support session. I'm gonna Ricky, I'm gonna reset that mtclippersbs@gmail. All right. Let me reset your password to, we'll just make it this. All right, I'm going to reset your password for you right now. Boom, boom. Save that. So what I'm going to do right now, Ricky, is I'm going to DM you on Instagram. All right. Boom. But this is what I wanted to talk to you about. Henny, same with you. I want to make sure that you guys I want to make sure that you guys are taking advantage of the features of your app. We do have people that are like, well, I don't use my app that much, and I look at their page, and if they're not posting about it, well, then it's obvious that people aren't communicating with you. You're not communicating with them through your app, right? So if you're not doing that and you're not posting it on your page, then people don't know you have it. They don't use it, right? So it's very important that we do that. So let me do that. So that's your password, Ricky. Go ahead and log in. Check that out. Honeys, I'll do the same for you. Let me get back to this. So let me bring up Chrome. Here goes your back office here. I just want you guys to be able to take advantage of everything that we have to offer. All right. Yeah, Ricky, I see that you got that. Those promo videos has helped me a lot. I got more downloads from them. Absolutely. The Fadeologist is another one, right? So let me do AVL Barber Studio. So Henny's, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set you up with the in-app notifications. Okay. Yeah, no, those promo videos are super important, guys, because, again, you got to be able to let people know that this is how they get in contact with you. This is how you do it. If you don't let people know, you're going to need some of that. Yes, you can set. We have a new feature. Thanks for mentioning that, Fadeologist. We can do reviews several different ways, but we do have a feature that is directly for that. Let me make sure. So let me finish this for Al Henny's. Al Henny's, I'm gonna add the app manager for you. Al Henny's, do you have an account on your own app? If you have an account on your app, we're gonna call it the app manager. I can tell that thing. We're gonna call this the app manager. Cool. So that's done. Let's put in okay, Al Henny's the barber. I'm gonna assume this is you. You got it right there, Al Henny's, right? Is he an owner? The answer is no. And I'm gonna say yes, he is the owner. I'm gonna say yes. And it's gonna load that. So now if you go inside your app, Al Henny's, you can go in there and go to the more section. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around the block real quick. I'm gonna click on applications and then go back to features. So yeah, Al Henny's, if you go right there on your app, if you go to the 3 buttons right there on the right hand side of your app, and you see your more section, one of them is going to say app manager now. You see that where it says app manager. So you're now going to click in app manager. I don't have access to it because this account doesn't have it. Awesome. So look, Master Barber, same thing with you. I'll do you right now. So yeah, honeys, let me know if you're logged in. So T Gardner Master Barber, do you have an account with your app? Let's see, TGM. There you go. You're locked out by default. Okay. You're gonna be logged out by default. So here I am. I'm in your back office. Anybody who's watching this can see. Once you log in, I'm doing this because nobody's getting anybody's passwords or anything like that. But I'm showing you how you do this, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and see something real quick. Give me 1 second. So what we're going to do is let's go into the back office. Does anybody else need any more help? All right, so here we are, TGM, Garner Master Barber. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Manage. All right. Oh, I see. That's what was happening. Okay, cool. So now we're on your app. I'm going to go to Features. Al Henny's, were you able to get into the app manager? Let me know. I'm working on TG Gardner right now. Let's go down. Oh, there it goes. So you added it yourself. All right. Now, TG Master Barber. TGM Barbershop. All right, cool. So let me rename. It's called Mega App Manager. I'm going to just change it to App Manager, which, again, your customers may see this, but they don't have access to it. Okay, so it's loading your users. I just need to know what email you're using. So we got one here. It says GardnerTerrence@hotmail.com. If that's your email, we can just give you access to that area. Now, the best way to see this, okay, is to I'm going to do this with Ricky. That's the one. Okay, good.
So I can see that that person does have ownership. Now, what I need you to do is go to your account and make sure you're logged in as that. When you go to my account right here, you see that wow, your app looks really good. So scroll down where it says my account, click on that and see if you're logged in under that account. If you're logged in, then you click on App Manager, it'll launch. Now, if it doesn't, I'm going to suggest that you just refresh the app, throw the app away. I click on it and nothing happens. Do you get the alert that says you don't have access? I'm checking MT Clippers right now. This is awesome, guys. This is exactly what I want these Tuesdays for, to be able to do this live with you guys. Honeys, when you click on it, does it say restricted area? Because if it says that, then what I need to do, guys, is make sure that you're logged in correctly. Because if you're not logged in correctly, that could be the issue. So watch this. I'm going to go ahead and open up MT Clippers. Okay, so if that's the case, TG Gardner, you should be able to refresh the app. Now watch this. So Ricky, you there, Ricky Ricong? Let me see if he's there. I'm going to bring up the iPhone, okay? So what I did was I installed the MT Clippers app on here. Okay? So I'm going to go to the MT Clippers app. I'm going to hit the more button, the three little dots right here. And I'm going to click on App Manager. And I'm going to get this error. Okay, Ricky, restricted area only. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here. And I'm going to go to my account. Now, I'm going to log in as you. So watch this. I'm going to make sure that the password. So everybody who's watching this, I want to make sure that the password is reset. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on back. Here goes your back office, Ricky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to manage. And this is in your back office. What I'm doing now is setting your users, the users of the MT Clippers app, not the users of the Effects app. Okay? When I get in here, you have this sidebar here, this dark gray sidebar. And one of the options says users. These are the users of the MT Clippers app. Do you guys see that? Right? Let me go back there. Sorry, I clicked another button. That's where you want to go to reset any kind of passwords. So TGM, Alhenis, Ricky, you're on here. What you want to do is log into your back office, hit manage. Then when you hit manage, you're going to see all the users that's ever created an account with you are going to be right here on this gray bar. You see here, it says promote messages users. Okay? This is where you'll see your users. Click on users, and then every user that you have in the app will be here. So once I go here, it's going to load everybody. It takes a little second. So here we go. So as you can see, here goes MT Clippers Barbers. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and copy that exact email into here. Let me see. I'm going to copy that email and I'm going to put it right into there. I'm going to do this where I literally copy and paste. This way we don't have no mistakes here. Okay, that worked. Okay. I wanted to double check and make sure it works. Okay, so you guys see this here, right? So Ricky, what did I do? I went to the back office, I hit users, then I went to the back office, I hit manage, then I hit users. I found the user, MT Clippers. I hit edit, right? When I hit edit, then I reset the password right here for the user of the app. You guys can do this for anyone. If one of your clients hits you up and says, hey, I'm having trouble logging in, you can come right here and say, what's your email? And you can reset their password from here. Okay? Now, Ricky, let's go back to the phone, and our Hennies, all of you guys can see this. This is the MT Clippers app, right? I'm going to launch the MT Clippers app. Ricky, watch this. If you're still there, I'm going to hit the three dots here. And I'm not going to go to App Manager because I don't have access to that. I'm going to go to my account. Okay, Al Hennies, that's I'll show you, and do like a screen recording and send it to me, Al Hennies, so I can get a better understanding. So first, Al Hennies, Ricky, you see this? I'm gonna go not to App Manager. I'm gonna hit my account. I'm gonna put in. Let me copy and paste. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this email. I saw that you sent me the screen recording. You typed it in. Let's copy and paste. Paste, right? Then I'm going to get from here the password, and I'm going to copy and paste the password. Boom. Now I have my, you see that, Ricky? I have my email and I have my password. I'm going to go ahead and hit login, and boom, it let me in. Okay, now that I'm in, when I go here and I go to App Manager, it lets me inside. Okay, let me make sure that that person has the access. Let's go back to Chrome. All right. This is the back office. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go to the App Manager. This is all the troubleshooting we're doing all the time, guys. When I go to App Manager, let me make sure that MT Clippers has the access that he needs. MT Clippers. Oh, it looks like there's two of them. Okay, so we have two MT Clippers. That's the problem here. One of them has it, the other one doesn't. Somehow you got two. You might have went and created another one. Either way, the one I gave you, I'm now giving access. So earlier when I hit it, it didn't let me do it, but that obviously is because of that. So let's go ahead and go back to our phone. Now that we have the access, I'm going to double tap because I tried to get in earlier, it didn't let me. I'm going to go ahead and refresh. When I say refresh, that's what I mean. I'm going to relaunch the app. Yeah, Antonio, hit the link in our bio. Send us a text message or DM us. So now, Ricky, I'm going to go ahead and click App Manager. Boom, there it goes. I click on push, and I'm in. Let me do... Al Hennies, if you don't have access, it could be there is your app needs to be updated, but all our apps should have been updated. There you go. All right, so Ricky, let me know if you got in. That should give you the access that you need. All right, so Ricky, you had two different ones. Antoine the Barber, yep. Let me see what he says. All right, I'm just looking at you guys. Okay, did you send me a screen? I'll use the password that you sent me. Yes, Ricky, I reset your password, but it looks like you got two accounts with the same email. But that's how it works. TGM, you should let me know if you're good, Ricky. Try getting in now. TGN, TG Garner, same thing. You should be good to go. This is exactly, I just sent you the screenshot. The screen recording. Yeah, I know. I got a screen recording of the live. I don't think I got the right thing. But, Hennies, let me see. Honeys, your app could want an update as well. So what I want you to do, Honeys, is I want you to go into your app store, right? And I want you to type in AVL Barbershop. The name of your app is it AVL? Barber Studio. Boom, comes right up, right? And make sure you're updated. You see how it says for me, it says get, so I don't have it on this phone. I'm going to go ahead and download it, but if it says update, I want you to go ahead and update. All right? So that's your app. You're going to go ahead and make sure that your app has the latest version, because if you're not on the latest version, honeys, that might be it. Because that feature is a new feature and all apps have to be updated. So if you go and look at your app in the App Store, it either says update, and if you have the latest version, everything should be fine. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. If you guys want to get an app done, I see Antone Adi, we have somebody here. You want to send them a DM? Is ANTOINEDION, and they said they want to call somebody to get an app built. Yeah, ANTOINEDION. They said they want to get an app done. If you guys want to get an app done, send us a DM. We will get back with you today, and we can build your app for you. All right, there you go, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we're out.